Hey guys. Yeah, I know it's been a while. We missed you too. What episode is this?
217 of True to Size. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to episode 217 of True to Size. I realized after I was like, Alvin, you do the intro. I was never like, this is the episode, so that's my bad. That's poor.
Okay, man. It works.
Poor hosting by me. It's honestly, that intro is very, it shows what we're about. If you've never listened before, you're in for.
Welcome.
I'm sorry. And
Surprise.
And we are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I am joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Hello.
And Mr. Alvin Martinez.
Hello.
So as we said, 3 weeks off, first of all, and the week before the last episode we recorded, Alvin couldn't make it because one of the little ones was sick. I just remembered. So
right.
It was just me, Joel, and Luis, our special guests. So first time we've all recorded together in a month. First time we've had no guest, and we've all recorded together in like 2 months, I think, because I think we had 4 episodes straight of guests. So yeah, it's going to be a nice refresher. We've already got a guest lined up for next week, which is very exciting. I think just as some housekeeping here, let me open a little calendar action real quick because we're getting down to it now. Today's the 8th that we're recording. We got a guest next week. Yeah. And the week after is going to be Christmas week. So next week will likely be the last episode before Christmas. So we'll try and go out with a bang because, we don't want to episode dropping because 2 Saturdays from now is December 24th.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be busy.
It's creeping up right
Fast.
now. Yeah. It is so creeping quick. Up. We will probably, because Christmas falls on a Sunday, we'll probably try and drop one more this year. So we'll probably try and get one
on the 31st
after Christmas. Before New Year's.
Boxing Week episode.
Yeah, Boxing Week. We'll take it easy. Everyone's going to be hanging out, doing our thing. So we'll squeeze an episode in that week. We'll cover some Christmas pickups, I'm sure. So that's your little, for everybody listening, that's your rundown of what to expect for the rest of the month. That's also to hold ourselves accountable because if we don't say it now, we might just be like, I'm going to sit here and drink some eggnog and watch some Christmas Day basketball. Who knows? We are back after 3 weeks off due to life itself. We are back and ready to rock with probably one of our last episodes of the year. We're starting off with a juicy fire round question, followed by some great variety in the CGS picks. I'm excited for this week of that. We're going to get into the holiday spirit with our NSR. We've been in the holiday spirit for 2 months, but it's fine. And we're closing things out with a callback to a topic from a couple weeks ago. And this is something we did in a thumbs up, thumbs down, and we did it. And we were like, damn, I think we need a whole episode to this. And then we had like 4 weeks straight of guests. And that is where we stand on having a massive collection. I don't know if you remember, we did a thumbs up, thumbs down on it. It was like having 150 pairs of sneakers, thumbs up, thumbs down, or whatever like that. So we're revisiting it. We did not forget, kind of a good year-ish end episode topic. So excited to get into that with you guys. But first, Joel.
Whoosh. Fire round.
It didn't echo at all.
It didn't?
No.
Ho, ho, ho. Did that echo?
No.
My echo button's broken.
Oh, man. Well, whatever.
Man. I don't know.
We'll start a GoFundMe for Joel to get a new echo button for his
new echo button.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, the fire round, as sort of mentioned, we like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from a listener. His name is All That Sneaks. Crikey.
Okay.
And he says, question for the pod. With the 35-year anniversary of the Air Jordan 3 next year, and the white cements releasing. First of all, those white cement 3s look.
Ooh, I need them.
Very, very good. Very, very good. He says, what brand would you like to see a collab from? And then he also says, what would you do if you were given a collab on a Jordan 3? But if you don't want to answer it like that, because that's a loaded question, what would you just like to see from the Air Jordan 3 next year? Maybe just in general. Would be like the broadest question. Like, what do you want to see from the Air Jordan 3? We know we're getting the white cement 3s, which look perfect. So good. An incredible follow-up to the Lost and Founds. But yeah, so I can answer it first. I will give a brand that I would like to see collab on it, because I think I've talked about this before. But I would love to see a Stussy Air Jordan 3. Whether it would be a callback or an ode to something else they've done, like a Neapolitan, which I guess technically we already saw this year. We saw a Neapolitan Jordan 3, or even just a Jordan 3 in that like hemp upper and like the fossil color like they've done on the Air Forces. Just tonal, simple, like cream midsole, like just yes, like that just sounds flawless in my mind. So I would love to see Stussy get an Air Jordan 3. I know they would knock it out of the park. So yeah, that would be my pick, because those penny 2s or whatever I just saw, where it's basically a triple black penny 2, not it for me from Stussy and Nike. So let's follow it up with a Jordan 3 next year. That would be my pick. And when it happens, you heard it here first. Put it on the board. From the Jordan 3 in general next year, I mean, if they can give us, here's the thing, we've gotten all the really good Jordan 3s already in recent memory. Like Black Cements was 2018, so I guess technically 5 years next year. But
yeah.
I wouldn't hate another black. I'll buy a Black Cement 3 every year. So if they want to give us Black Cement 3s again next year, that would be great.
Yep.
I just think that at this point, a 35-year anniversary is kind of a made-up anniversary. It's not that big a deal. I feel like Nike is just cheating by making a big deal out of every 5-year anniversary rather than every 10 years of like a big date. So yeah, I'll take the white cements all day. I'll take a Stussy Jordan 3 all day, but I don't need them to blow up the Jordan 3 next year. I'm not gonna lie, because we always get a solid year of Jordan 3 every year pretty much. So I'm good. We got 5 reds. Yeah, I'm good. Alvin, what would you like to see from the Jordan 3 next year, and what is a brand you would like to see collaborate on the Jordan 3 next year?
Well, I'd like to see some Canadian stores get some love from Jordan brand. Okay. I mean, obviously AMM does their thing, Union does their thing, but you know, Capsule can do their thing.
There we go.
Livestock can do their thing, and we already know they can do their thing. So give us Canadians something to be proud of and hook us up with a fucking Jordan 3, please. I had to throw that in there because, like, you just shun us, man.
It's true.
You shun us. It's true. And then what happens when we put something out? The whole world wants it.
True.
Yeah. So that's what's going to happen, and you guys need to give us that. In terms of what I want to see, I mean, obviously, like what Lauren said, Black Cement 3 would be dope. And they already released, like, the cool gray, re-released the cool gray and all that stuff. Yeah. But I would like to see the Do the Right Things.
Ooh. Yeah,
I feel like that's a really dope colorway. That has never been retroed. I know Lawrence has a pair, and ever since he has had his, it's just been like, you know, something I wouldn't mind having in the collection. Or you could also do like a vote back, and like, hey, what Jordan 3s you guys want? Because like I wouldn't mind the Man of the Woods pair coming out again, because I'm gonna beat mine this year because I love that pair. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just, you know, do it right, but don't do it too much.
Yep.
Do the right thing, you know?
Do the right thing. That's it.
Bang. It was right there. You got it. Nailed it.
Boom.
Joel, what would you like to see from the Air Jordan 3 next year? And what is a brand you would like to see collaborate on the Jordan 3 next year?
All right. So Joe Fresh Goods is known to do, like, you know, New Balances and like Converse and all that stuff. I'd like to see them delve into like the Jordan brand. I don't know if there's Chicago a JFG. Too, no? Yeah, exactly. That too, right? So if they could do like, give me like something pastel on a Jordan 3, give me the pinks, give me that baby blues, give me that, you know, that pastel blue, that pistachio, give me all that colors, like, you know, on a Jordan 3 and see what they scheme up with, you know what I mean? That'd be pretty dope to see. And as for the thing I would like to see, a Jordan 3, I don't know, man. Give me something different. Like, give me something like with I don't know, I was gonna say like an infrared, but there is like an infrared Jordan 3. But I don't know. Something different, like like I don't know, maybe a cool gray mixed with like cool gray upper with like the whole like I don't know, black cement kind of look, kind of touch to it. Or, mash up like different uppers and like the colorways and like OGs, like give me like a top 3 kind of thing. That'd be pretty dope to see.
Yeah, we never got a top 3 Air Jordan 3. I feel like they
top 3.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like they teased it before, but they never actually like dropped it.
Yeah, and like a mix match, like heel tap, like you know what I mean, like Nike Air or Jumpman Air.
Yeah, they did one for the 4.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So like, give me some for a 3. That'd be pretty dope to see. Would I cop? No, probably not. But it would be really good.
Doesn't mean I don't want it though.
Yeah, I'd like to see it though. I'd like to see them some scheme, something up like that, But yeah.
Is that what I cop? No, but that don't mean I don't want it.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
That's funny. That's a good point though. You can want something to come.
Yeah.
And like you not want to actually buy it. That's fine. That's a fine.
Yeah, man.
To say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's more than fine to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good question there from All That Sneaks. I should have got his answer also. I would love to know. So DM us your answer to that, All That Sneaks. I'd love to know what you think. If you would like to submit a question for the Fire and have us answer it on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at canadagotsole@gmail.com. Next up is the CGS picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademarked phrase,
super cute.
That's what he said. And I'm going to go first this week because it's been 3 weeks and I'm just itching to talk about a sneaker. And these ones seem like they're splitting opinions down the middle here. My pick this week is a sequel to a previous sneaker. And the sneaker itself is based on the sequel of another movie. That would be the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Air Jordan 1, Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, obviously the sequel to the origin story Air Jordan 1 that dropped 4 years ago now. It's been a while, 3 or 4 years ago at least.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so these shoes leaked as they do the other day, and the images were god-awful, terrible, as they always are. We've talked about this before. It's always in some bathroom in a warehouse with like shit lighting on like a weird floor and weird angles of the shoe. Like, just super strange. Like, you would think that at this point, the people who are taking these photos to leak them would know what angles of the shoe we want to see. No, they don't. They show you the weirdest, the weirdest stuff. It's insane. But anyways, then a couple days later, some more images came out, and those were a little bit better. So when I saw the first images, I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, they looked a little bit janky to me. They looked like they were a sample or something, like an early production sample. They looked a little bit fucked up. And then I was still pretty much like sold that I was going to get them because I don't have origin stories, and I beat myself up about that. So I was like, not making the same mistake twice. Then a couple days later, we have these slightly better but still really bad images of these sneakers come out, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So the sneakers, similar to the origin stories, is clearly based off the Chicago's. The Chicago's they featured those little dots, like shiny dots all over the red panels of the shoe, and that was an ode to the design style of the movie itself. And these are no different. They're just even more chaotic, so still look like Chicago's, but from what I've read, and good friend of the show, Nate Flips, Instagram stories tell me, in this new film, Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, there's going to be 6 different design styles used in the movie. Like the upper of this shoe, there are 6 different design styles or like paneling stylings on this shoe. So that's where the story kind of comes from. You guys remember, the origin stories were not very well received when they were leaked originally either, and now look at them, $1,000 sneaker. So yeah, I think I like these. I think I'm sold. I would love to see a proper image of the shoe, because even the newer leaks are still like, if you have the time to lay the shoes out on this bench or whatever, you have the time to line up your camera and take a picture where it's not like missing half the sneaker. It's just crazy to me. Like, what are these people doing? But whatever. It's supposed to come out as early as the spring. I believe that's when the movie is supposed to come out, so it would make sense that it would drop alongside the movie. Yeah, I mean, even though we just got Chicago's a month ago, a version of Chicago's a month ago, and I have LA to Chicago's and blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. These are different. I think I'm sold on these. I like the story. I like Spider-Man. These are just, I regret not getting origin stories. Everything is adding up for me to want to get these. So I'm going to call these a scoop. Not sold on a whoop-de-whoop yet because I need to see proper pictures, but I'm going to call them a scoop because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do my best to buy them. Alvin, what is your pick this week, sir?
I have the Ugly Duckling Air Max 1. So essentially, the Ugly Duckling is referring to the popular Dunk Low colorway. But in my controversial opinion, they look so much better on the Air Max 1. You got the brown upper with the mudguard being like a khaki camel. And then the swoosh is like a mustardy yellow. Same thing with the laces. And then the mudguard is kind of like a greenish brown. I don't know, man. It's just sexy all around. And then nothing about it is ugly at all. Set to release. It says December 20th, but I mean, with all the shipping and stuff like that, who knows? But yeah, these are clean. Like, materials look all right from the photos. It looks like a really nice suede, especially the brown on the toe box. Like the dark brown looks crazy. Yeah, it looks so good, guys. But I just saw, and on the back there's a duck as opposed to like the swoosh.
Yep.
There's a duck.
Details.
What the duck?
Details. But yeah, these are pretty cool. If I can score a pair, I'll definitely get a pair.
Yeah.
But that's a big if. I'll just say these are a super cute.
Super cute.
Only because like if it drops on Sneakers Canada, it's like a 6 a.m. drop.
Yep.
I'm usually up for that time, but it's like my internet isn't apparently. So, we'll toss it up to super cute for now.
Super cute. Just super cute. They're very clean. When you sent the picture, I didn't even know they were supposed to be coming, and I was pleasantly surprised at how they looked. So
there's a pack, no?
Yeah, I think
the Dunks had a pack.
Yeah.
No, with the Air Max 1, there's like
they did the whole pack for these too.
There's a black and orange with like a mint green swoosh and laces.
Oh,
yeah, I think there's like a yellow ochre and then there's a Baroque brown coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all sexy, so whatever. Just take my L and I'll be happy with it. It's fine.
Facts, yo.
That's not the way to think. All right, Joel, your pick this week, sir.
All right, so my pick is the New Balance Rainier boot. It's well, you'll probably see pictures if you're following like ALD because they're reintroducing the boot in their collection coming up. Probably, I think December 16th is a drop. Fire materials that they're using for that. So it's coming back again. It's like everybody delved into the 550s, bringing it back, and then like the whole 650s coming back, and now why not? Let's just do like a hiking boot. So then they're bringing back the Rainier, named after Mount Rainier over there in what state is that for? I don't even know. Let me see. Washington State. That's it. So yeah. Opposed to like the ALD where they use like Gore-Tex materials within the boot. This one here, you don't get the Gore-Tex, sorry, but you do get like a crazy color. It's like gray. It's the gray suede with the New Balance branding on the side, on the lateral side of the shoe or lateral side of the boot. You get the Vibram midsole. You get like super traction soles. It's your typical hiking boot. You get grip. You can do anything with it. But the color that I picked is like it's a rain cloud color. So it's like grayish. You got gray uppers, the gray suede, like I said, like a dark gray. So it's sort of like a cool gray kind of look to it, but on a New Balance Rainier boot. But yeah, man, I'm super excited super stoked that they're doing hiking boots because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the mountain man in me, but it's like I don't know, like the whole mountain look is like coming out, and I don't know. It's like I'm like leaning towards like all these mountain kind of hiking kind of things, man. But yeah, this is super cool. Different colorways are set to drop as well. But yeah, these are super cute. I'm gonna try to get these if I can.
Ready for the winter.
Just ready for the mountains.
Just
ready to catch some Yeti, some Sasquatch.
All of the mythical creatures. Sorry, I don't want to offend anybody by calling them a mythical creature because I know that this podcast is a firm believer in.
Yeah, they exist, man. They're out there.
Didn't want to get into that. I didn't want to. We don't have the time. We simply don't have the time
to
get into it. But good variety, good picks all around. Moving on to This Week in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we discuss the current headlines and happenings in the world of sneakers. And Nike is adding 2 young studs to their signature athlete roster. So it comes at a very interesting time, obviously, because officially, the swoosh announced that they have fully dropped Kyrie Irving as a partner. He is no longer a Nike athlete at all. It started with them saying, they were suspending his signature sneaker and they weren't going to drop the Kyrie 10 or 9 or whatever they were on. And now he's completely gone. No new models, none of that. I don't know if you guys saw, but the game he played last night, he taped over the swoosh on his shoe. I don't know why he still wore them, but he wrote on them I'm free or something like that. Interesting.
Yeah.
You see how this develops here because maybe there's something deeper that we don't know about. But anyways, we already knew that there was a rumor that Ja Morant was going to be getting his own signature sneaker. It's now official. It has been confirmed that he's getting a signature sneaker with Nike. That's coming alongside Mr. Devin Booker getting his own signature sneaker, those are 2 very good athletes. I mean, it's kind of, you can kind of tell. I feel like the writing is written on the wall with who's going to get a signature sneaker. So obviously it was those 2. Both of them have been tearing it up. I mean, the Suns just got stomped on by the Celtics last night, but I mean, Booker's been to the finals. He's done all the things. So he's ready to go. He deserves it. And Ja Morant has been one of the most electrifying people
Crazy.
in the NBA for, what is it, 2nd year, 3rd year? It feels like he's still so young.
Third year. Right?
Yeah. He'll have a sneaker probably in time for the start of next season. That's what the rumor is, that both of these sneakers will come out next year. We'll probably see a main drop over the summer and then full offering when the season comes around. So yeah, very excited for those 2. Definitely well deserved. And I mean, the rest of these people on Nike basketball that we've kind of grown with, they're getting old. You got LeBron, you got KD. Kyrie's obviously gone now. These guys are moving on. So I'm sure. So they need to start getting the young blood in there. Paul George getting older too. So yeah, it's not surprising that they're starting to add these young talents to their roster. Stay tuned. I'm very excited for that. Which of those 2 do you guys think you would be more likely to purchase if you were to get one? Which one's game do you like more? All that kind of stuff.
I say Ja.
Yeah, you like Ja?
Yeah. We'll see how they do with his stuff, how they design his shoe.
Yeah, I like Ja, but I'm a D-Book dude.
You're a D-Book guy?
I can relate to him more because I can't jump like Ja. I'm more of a fundamental shoot and be able to just do the good stuff to score points, whereas Ja is just he's everywhere. Defense. I don't like playing that much defense because I'm lazy.
Yeah,
but I'll spot up shoot. But also depends on who, what their sneaker looks like, man. Because
that's
that too.
Yeah,
because D-Book's been the Kobe guy.
Yep.
So I feel like he'll have a lot of Kobe influence, and I've loved Kobe, so we'll see, man.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of either. I really like them both, but I'm not an over the top fan of either of them. Where no matter what the shoe looked like, I would buy one.
Yeah, no.
So I would need it to look good for sure for me, like Alvin said. So I definitely agree with that for certain. I'm excited nonetheless. I mean, the Luka Jordan shoe is pretty nice. So yeah, I'm excited to see how we move forward with Nike basketball now. Anyways, moving on. Hopefully this is a busy section because like we said, 3 weeks off. For one of us, Alvin, 4 weeks off. We got some catching up to do in Previously in Kicks. Jeez. This is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. Alvin, why don't you kick us off? Because I know for sure you have at least some things. You're looking at your phone, you got the list ready. Like, let's get it.
Yeah, for real.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what I haven't talked about yet. Okay, so shoot. Under Armour fam sent a pair of Curry Flow 10s, the iron sharpens iron pair. And they also sent like a bunch of dope gear to go with it. So that's the predominantly black upper with hints of like red, orange, and yellow. And then the Puma fam sent over the MBO2s. I don't even know if I talked about that yet. It's been that long, eh? Probably talked about the first pair, but they also sent over the Phenom pair, which is the predominantly black upper with like the Hornet blue.
Yep.
Let's say like a turquoise. Those are super duper clean, and you guys already know I love those for ball. I love both pairs actually. The Under Armour Curry Flow 10s are crazy for ball, and so are. It just depends on what you feel like that day, because I know the Pumas are a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Whereas the Currys just are that perfect low cut.
Yeah.
Damn. What else? I think that's it for gear, but I did. So our good friend of the show, Abby, had a contest with LG Canada for the Gram laptop, and I was just like, you know what? I'll just enter, just to like show that Abby, Abby has people that like will enter contests for her.
Yes.
Not expecting anything. And like 2 weeks later, I see that she tags me in like one of her reels, and I was like, "Why is Abby tagging me? Like, we're homies and stuff, but it's like, I haven't seen her in so long.
Why is she tagging me though?
Like, I don't. It's cool. I'm like, cool. Abby's tagging me. Like, something's happening. Cool. And then it's like, oh, Alvin Quincy. I'm like, what? Oh my god. And then it was cool, man. Like, because I was already thinking like I needed a new laptop to help edit photos and stuff. For the side giggins, but like. Yeah, this honestly came in clutch. It was super duper unexpected, and it came quick. Like literally, like she's like, "Hey, I need your contact info." I gave it to her, and then LG Canada just like, "Yeah, it's coming." And then on Tuesday, so last Tuesday, if you're listening to this on Saturday, it was like at my house, and I was already trying to play with it and stuff. And
fire!
It's honestly pretty dope. It's super duper light, and like, yeah, I'm excited to see what else I can do with it. But
sick,
yeah, yo. I think that's it.
Well, if you remember any more, we'll get back to you.
All
right, cool. Joel, you go ahead. You go next.
Oh man, light work. All the cops that I probably picked up were like Black Friday hits. I got stuff for the car.
Nice.
I got stuff for Jomar. He got a pair of ball shoes. He went over to the check of the sport, went to go look around over there, and he tried on several shoes, and he kept gravitating towards this one shoe. It's the two-way threes, the New Balance two-way threes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and he's just, I don't know, he's loving that ball shoe. Like it's like he wore it to practice, and just like great reviews from him on that shoe. So he's pretty stoked about that shoe. And he also got I was able to hit, but it was on sale in his size, the Joe Fresh Goods New Balance 574s.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Conversations Amongst Us. Those
ones
they were sitting for, the white and gray. Yeah. So he got those, wore them to school. So, he's good. He's good for a bit till Christmas. See what happens.
Christmas. Oh my god!
I think he's done for for birthday and everything. So.
Hope so. Damn.
But yeah, man, that's it. That's all my cops, man. Just chilling.
Nothing wrong with all those. That's a good list right there.
Yes, sir.
I Yeah, I got a mix of things going on here. So first and foremost, shout out to the Adidas Canada family. Just today, a package showed up, and it was the Adidas Crazy One in the home or the finals colorway.
Right.
The white,
Kobe.
The white with the yellow and the Laker purple. Very, very good looking shoe. So very excited about those. The very lovably named Toasters or Moon Boots or whatever. I mean, just a classic. Like, that shoe is just an absolute classic from whatever year it was, 2001, like whatever year it was. I don't even know.
When you say Adidas Kobe, that's the first pair you think about.
Million%. It's that one. Haven't had a chance to put it on foot yet. Very excited. You will absolutely see those in the countdown to 2023. Little alluding to what's coming later, but very excited about those. I don't even think I told you guys about this yet, but they've been sitting above my shoulder for the entire podcast. Was able to finish a really good pack courtesy of the friend Net Magnetism. I picked up via trade the orange Nike Supreme Dunk High with the stars, the crocodile colorway. So that was always my favorite, and I was pissed that Joel owned it. and I had the other two, and I was like, I saw that he had on a Whatnot stream, actually, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
He happened to just show it one day, and I was like, he's like, oh, should I do this on Whatnot? I was like, I commented in the chat, I was like, don't sell these. I'm texting you right now. Like, we're gonna figure this out. And that was like a couple weeks ago, and then we finally were able to meet up yesterday. So yeah, literally driving those over to Kanatski after we're done recording this podcast, because he now lives 15 minutes away from me. Jeez. Sorry about your luck there, close. Yan, because I'm going to be there all the time now. So yeah, very excited about those. Also, courtesy of the friends over at Foot Locker Canada, I got the Van Skate High Mountain 2.0, which is a really cool looking shoe. I don't want to call it a sneaker boot. It's not quite a sneaker boot. It's more like a winterized shoe.
But isn't it though?
I would just call it a winterized shoe. I don't know if there's a
sneaker boot.
Yeah.
I feel like a sneaker boot is a little bit more like or
like sneakerish looking.
More like these are more sneakery than booty,
Than booty.
Like winterized sneaker rather than a sneaker boot. I don't know. Whatever they're
sneaker
called.
Booty.
Whatever they're referred to, they're a good looking sneaker shoe boot, winterized, whatever. Really cool tread on them. Really, really well insulated. So yeah, excited to get those on foot. I'm waiting for snow. I posted on Instagram the other day. I'm like ready for snow now. Like let's get it. I'm ready for some snow. Maybe they saw my story and they're like, "You're not actually ready for snow, sir. Like you need to have boots." I also was able to secure a pair of the lost and found Air Jordan 1s. Nice. Was looking forward to those, obviously, like everyone was for the entire year. They're very impressive looking. It's a good shoe. They did it. They did them justice. They did everything they said they were going to do. Packaging, details, all that stuff is on point. So, and I've already worn them. I didn't think I was going to wear them for like 8 months because I just assumed that everywhere I looked, I was going to see a pair, and I don't see really a lot of people wearing them. Shocking. No. So I was like, all right, fine, I will. Shit, don't tell me twice. And then finally, I know I've shit on this shoe a lot, like more than anyone else on this podcast. But when a raffle comes up, you just enter a raffle and see what happens. And Tom Sachs held a raffle for a restock of his general purpose shoe in the original colorway. I believe it was the archive, the white, grayish blue. Yeah, the grayish blue one. And I hit, and I was like, well, all right, let me see what it's about. So they come in tomorrow, and we'll see what's going on with those.
Nice.
I honestly doubt I'll keep them. I'm like 90% sure I'm not going to keep them. They're going to have to be something crazy if I decide to keep them, but crazier things have happened. So yeah, hit on those as well. I haven't hit a raffle like all year, so I figured I should just be happy.
Take advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Be happy about winning one thing, even if I want the shoe or not. So I'm sure I just wasted my luck, but it's fine. Moving on to the aforementioned, to the most exciting, to one of our favorite things of the year, the CGS to 2023 countdown to the new year is in full swing now. It is December 8th. It will be December 10th when you're listening to this podcast. Great showing so far. Just like stunning performance by the CGS faithful so far. I checked on like the third day and it was like 200 plus people. And I was like, huh? how, where. Every year it impresses me. So I'm sure when Alvin gives us these updated numbers, it's going to be jarring and shocking to say the least. But yeah, I just wanted to say that super excited, super thankful for everybody who's participated so far. We got some fun news, and Alvin's going to break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. So the last time I counted / tallied up the entries, which was, I believe it was last night, probably 10 p.m., maybe 11. I don't know. We had 397 entries. And then in terms of participants, we currently have 74 participants. Technically 75 because the homie Lee Dot Sneakers is participating. However, she's only putting it in her stories. But she is doing that thing where you like save your story and you have it on your profile, which is cool.
Okay.
But yeah, so just shout out to her for just like, showing love. And then everyone else who's like, we have a lot of new faces, but we also have a lot of OG faces.
Double, yeah.
So it's super dope to see the mixture, and everyone just like commenting on each other's posts and just doing the same thing. Like literally, like anyone who participates in the countdown just shows love to anyone else. So it's always dope to see them comment, like each other's posts and stuff like that, and make friends and all that good stuff. Now down to the nitty gritty, which is what I believe you guys want to hear.
Yes.
The prize, some of the prize list. The fam over at Adidas Canada is coming through. Fam over at Puma Canada is coming through. The family at Quality, like literally follow family at Quality. Shout out to CGS20. Use that at the checkout.
Yes.
Quality is coming through. Canada Got Soul. Apparently, he's giving out some prizes. New Era Canada, something like that. I don't know. And then the Soul Savvy crew as well. And of course, it kind of wouldn't be a complete prize list if the homie from Shoebox didn't come through as well. More to come though. Obviously, that's just some of the ones we wanted to mention. Obviously, but yeah, it's turning out to be a really good prize list for those who are participating.
Yes, so, as always, to the brands who are incredibly generous around this time of the year.
Thank you guys, man, for real.
So just as a reminder here, folks at home, every single day you use the hashtag on your main feed and post it on for picture, you are getting one entry into this final drawing, which means you have a possibility of 31 maximum entries just based on regular days. If we decide to throw a bonus day in or whatever, if we decide to throw an extra day in,
I've been throwing in some secret bonuses. So some people have been either showing their Canada Got Soul fitted or just having some sort of Canada Got Soul apparel. Just as a secret to anyone listening to this pod, that's a bonus entry that no one knew about.
Wow,
not even we knew about it. Crazy.
It's, you're showing extra support. You're already doing the countdown, and then you're gonna show off like some of our merch.
Yep. I like it.
Show love. Yeah, man.
I like it a lot. So that's just basic, most basic. You don't have to do anything.
Super basic.
But big butts. We like big
booties.
Butts. Yes. Booty. We like big sneaker booties. And as we have done every year for at least the past 3 years, I can't even remember. It might have been 5 years. Who knows? We are running it back with Ronald McDonald House Charities. We are going to be fundraising with them again. Actually, as you're listening to this, the fundraiser is now live. Just in the last 3 years alone, 3 years, 2021, 2020, and 2019, we raised $14,000 plus.
Wow.
3 years. That's not including, because I don't believe the website, our RHMC website, even tracks or holds on to information longer than that. Last 3 years, $14,000 plus Canadian, which is incredible. That's almost $5,000 a year.
Amazing. Yep.
Nuts. So, as a reminder, every dollar you donate to that charity is an extra additional entry into the end of year raffle. So if you donate $5, that's an additional 5 entries. If you donate $50, Joel, how many entries?
49.5.
If you donate $100, Alvin, how many entries?
100 entries.
Yes, that's correct.
Damn.
So that means you can wear a shoe every day for 30 days and get 30 entries, or you can donate $30 and get 30 entries. I'm not trying to devalue you wearing your shoes. That's what this all started with, but donations and the fundraiser is really at the core of this at this point, for us at least. Yeah. I would love, it might be a pipe dream, who knows? I would love if we could get to $20,000 total raised in 4 years. If somehow we could get $6,000 this year, incredible. Incredible. Would be amazing. So maybe we'll set that as a goal. Might be a long shot, who knows? It's only a crazy dream until you do it, right? So shout out to whatever small brand came up with that. So yeah, excited for that. Excited for the countdown. We're getting it rocking. It's been some crazy entries so far. I've loved seeing, like Alvin said, like it's like when you like have a party and you invite people from different friend groups, and then you see them all start interacting, and you're like, wow, my friends are friends with each other. It's like Inception friendship. That's what goes on with the countdown every year. You're like, oh, I know this person from here. I know that person from there. And this person works with me. And this person I went to high school with. And then all of a sudden they're all just talking. And you're like,
yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing. So yeah. Moving on. We can talk about the countdown all podcasts. Maybe one day we will. Moving on. Thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker-related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And this week, I kind of mentioned this earlier as well. I want to know thumbs up, thumbs down to snow before Christmas. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Joel.
Up.
Oh, Alvin.
Like before Christmas?
Before Christmas.
Like any day before Christmas.
Any day before Christmas.
Yeah.
Man, up.
Up. Okay. I'm also thumbs up. Maybe that was a weird over-under. Maybe Christmas was the weird over-under. Maybe it should have been December 1st, but whatever.
Yeah. Whatever. December 26th should have been the question.
Well, that's an easy one. Everyone wants snow on Christmas. Moving on. NSR, not sneaker related. We talk about sneakers a lot. So in this weekly segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers and more Christmas content for your head tops. Are you guys... I mean, I'm like in the thick of Christmas shopping. This is like, it's been a good week for the Christmas shopping for me. I'm almost done at this point, which is,
wow, that's good.
I don't usually finish this early. So this is like uncharted territory for me, but because it's been easy. Are you guys a buy off of a Christmas list kind of person? Or are you guys like, I'm just going to go to the mall and find something, whatever I want to get them is what they're going to get kind of Christmas shopping person? There's like, I feel like there's two different kind of Christmas shoppers, right? Like I know my mom, doesn't matter. She'll ask for a Christmas list every year and I'll still get some random thing that I never even knew existed that she's like, I just thought you would want this, which I'm not complaining at all. It's great. It's very nice. She thought I would like it. That's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point, and I used to be like that too, because that's what I came up with. My parents being like that, like, I'm going to get you what I think I want to get you, and you're going to enjoy it. I'm like, yes, sir. But now it's like, it's all so easy with all these apps and everything, with like Elfster and like Check Twice or all these like various apps where you just like, you just drop a link, and all your people who follow your wish list can see what you want, and then someone can buy it and mark it as purchased. So no one else buys it for you. And it's great. So I've gotten to the point now where it's like, I'm just telling everybody, like, yeah, put it on your, like, we now use it for my family and Jill's family. Put it on your wish list. I got notifications set up for all the people I got to buy gifts for. They upload some shit. I click it, mark it as purchased, buy it online, shows up 2 days later. And that's why I'm almost done. Like,
fast.
Everyone's wish list is just getting run through by me right now, and it's great. So I'm definitely the buy off a Christmas list kind of person now, and just like, if that's what they want, that's what they're hoping for, why give them some board game or something, right? Like, just get them what they want.
Exactly.
Joel, now that's the childless person speaking. Now let me talk to the parents. Joel, how do you do your Christmas shopping?
Oh, you're gonna want to know what they're into, because you're not gonna buy like, a toy or some that they've already got. If they're like into like, certain cartoon shows or whatever, or like TV shows, you want to get them some that's in that same lane. You know what I mean? So we are definitely a off of the list kind of thing.
Nice.
And we have used Elster. We haven't used it this year. This year's going to be like a kind of like a whirlwind, but yeah. But it's going to be, off of the list. Exactly. Because getting something that you don't want, or like, it's just going to be put to the side, and then, you're going to see that. Yeah. You're going to see that and you'll be like, oh man, they don't really like their gift. Like, because we're going to feel some ways if you guys don't, you guys aren't excited about it, so it's like, it's going to be off of the list for sure.
Got it.
Definitely.
You are a list man. All right, Alvin. Another parent of two, and longtime partner. How are you Christmas shopping this year?
You get what I buy. You don't know what you want, is what I'm saying.
Oh, Alvin knows what you want. You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Actually, no. You know what you want. You don't know what you need. So I'm buying you what you need, not what you want.
What you need.
There you go.
But the Santa gift, because there's a Santa gift involved still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Santa will get you something small off your list.
Yes.
But other than that, like, you have your niece, or you have your uncles and aunties and titos and titas and grandparents to spoil you with all the shit that you want. Your mother and father are here to get you shit that you need. Fair. And then Santa will just drop something off. But other than that, I mean, I'll always take into consideration like what the kids will want, but at the same time, it's like, every kid has all the toys they fucking need in the house.
Yep.
And granted, there should be at least one toy, just so that they are happy.
Of course.
About that one thing, but it's like, lists are cool. It makes it easy, but at the same time, it's like, my budget is more important than your list.
Yep.
So Black Friday is when my shopping was pretty much done off.
Oh wow. That's big brain move there. I'm not that well prepared. There's no way. I'm not in the zone yet at that point.
The only list I had was like sizes. Each kid's name, and then each size, like size for clothing, size for shoes, and then that was it.
Nice.
That's the only list I cared about.
I feel like when I'm buying for other people's kids too, especially like young kids, I'm like the same way. Like Jill is like let's go straight to the toy section and get them some loud, big, messy toy. And
don't be that auntie, bro. Don't be
like,
that tito. Don't be that tita. Because I personally, I mean, my kids are happy, but it's kind of like a fuck you. Because then I got to deal with that annoying ass toy. Like, I'm just being straight. As a parent who has family that loves us and buys my kids annoying toys, I mean, thank you, but also like, just think about what the toy does to someone's mental health.
Yep. Even just toys in general. Like, we go to the toy section, and I'm like, I know that they have 100 other toys at home.
Yeah, bro.
They're probably good on toys, and everyone else I know is gonna get them toys too. I've just never. I got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to be the person who's buying more toys for these kids, because I know they have a ton, and I know they're gonna get a ton. Like, literally give them cash or something, like clothes or whatever, or shoes. Like, again, something they more need than just like a want. So I've gotten to that point kind of thing. But then again, sometimes it's just like you walk in the toy section, you're buying for a baby, and it's like, well, shit, I want to get this dumb, cute toy for this kid. So I'm probably going to do that too. But in my mental, I try to be more thoughtful and useful with the purchases at least.
Yeah.
Maybe I am just trying to say, fuck you, Alvin, when I get Kaya a toy for Christmas this year, and it's a trombone.
Oh man, the instruments are the greatest, because like,
she plays the instrument now. You're welcome.
Oh,
he's shivering. Oh god.
I'm gonna tell them to keep it at Tito Lawrence's house. Yo, that's a Tito Lawrence house toy. They can take that home with them.
Take it home with them.
It's special. You can only play it at their house.
Oh god.
You know what I mean? Something to look forward to when we come over.
Good backfire. That's a good power move right there. All right, moving on to the main discussion this week here. And as mentioned before, a while ago we had this thumbs up, thumbs down, and it was owning 150 pair of shoes. It was thumbs up, thumbs down to owning 150 pairs of shoes. And I'm pretty sure all three of us gave a thumbs down, if I remember correctly. I believe it was unanimous thumbs down by all three of us. And I'm sure at some point, and maybe even still, we've all owned / own currently 150 pairs of shoes at some point in our sneaker tenure here. I'm sure we own 150 pairs of sneakers all at once. So obviously the three of us collectively have had a pretty crazy year. Like, two of us moved. Like, our priorities are changed. Kai is in grade 1. Like, there's just like a bunch of things happened this year for all three of us separately. So clearly something has changed for us at the same time ish, which is really fun. Yeah, like what do you guys think was your like peak? Like, what was the number of pairs in your collection? I don't think any of us are the type to like count. Like, I know there's some people who like count every time a pair comes in and they like number them and stuff. That's a little bit much for me. Like, I don't look kind of silly if you ask me, but whatever. Some people like doing that. What's your estimate to what your like peak number of pairs was? Mine was, if I had to guess, and this is obviously a pretty big range, somewhere between 150 and 200, but I would be very surprised if it ever got above 200. Like, I feel like it's probably closer to like 150 to 180, probably max for me. What about you, Joel?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, maybe like 2.5. I don't know. Something like that.
Damn.
Give or take, probably like
give
2.
Give or take.
Yeah, 2, something like that. I don't know.
And what about you, Alvin?
At peak, like pre kids, probably 2-ish.
Damn.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's a lot of
shoes.
Fucking dumb.
Everyone's like looking
Stupid,
depressed.
I know, man. Fuck.
So what was your guys' like mindset at the time? Whether it's still a lot or it's, I mean, we all three of us have more shoes than a normal person requires, but what was the mindset when you had like your peak number of shoes? Like, for me, it was like, I need everything. Mm-hmm. And it could be, I need everything because I want to wear it, or it's, I feel like I should have it, which is the worst one in my mind. Or it's like, I was just a collector of things. So like, I wanted to complete stuff. Mm-hmm. Again, wanted it just to say I had it essentially. But yeah, my mindset at the time was mostly just like collecting to collect. Would be probably the way to dumb it down. Like, if there was a pack of something, I wanted to own all 3, 4, 5 of that pack collection, whatever. Or like, there's just certain pairs where I was like, I feel like I should have it. Like, I can't think of an example off the top of my head. Like, Cool Gray 11s. I just got rid of my Cool Gray 11s yesterday and my True Blue 3s. And I hadn't worn either of them in well over a year, probably closer to 2 years, maybe more than 2 years. And I was just keeping them because it's one of those shoes that you feel like as a sneakerhead you should have, probably. Mm-hmm. True Blue 3s or Cool Gray 11s are classics, and I love them. I'm not wearing them more than once every 2 years. They are just collecting dust and taking up space. So it's a lot of those that I got rid of personally. But at the peak, I was like, True Blue 3s are coming out. I got to get True Blue 3s. If I was in the same mindset, I would have got Fire Reds again this year. I got to have a fresh pair of Fire Reds. Like,
yeah,
it's one of those mindsets of being a sneaker collector where you're like, I got to have XYZ. That was really it for me. And being a completionist did not help either. A Nike basketball Christmas pack comes out and I'm like, need all 3. If I'm going to have one, I need all 3. Like, it's not like that anymore for me personally. But what was your mindset like when you were going way too hard, Joel? Like,
oh man. For me, it was the silhouettes. Like, if I like the silhouette, like an Air Max 1, and then, like when it was like Air Max, like that whole Air Max month, Air Max day, whatever it was leading up to that whole Air Max, 326, the first run of the 326, it was like, I need this color. Oh, damn, I need that color. Look at that color. This will look well with like, this fitted or with this hat or with this beanie. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be one of those kind of things, like getting a colorway and like, it's like crack. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once you get a hit of it, you're going to want to get it more, like, so it's like that for me. And it's all about the silhouettes and getting things that like I couldn't get before, like way back in the day, like, cause there's retros now. Right. So it's like, oh, I remember this and I need to get that color. Oh man. Like, if I got this color, this is a dope color too. So I just had to like, I don't know, just stupid shit, man. Like, one of the rag rats, No,
it's the same way though. Like,
yeah,
it was almost like it came back to everything I mentioned for me. Like, it was a Nike Dunk Low or an SB, I was like, yeah, I need every SB. Like if it comes out and I have access, I gotta buy every SB Dunk. Especially before they were pumping them out as frequently as now, and it was like 10 really good ones a year. I was like, yeah, I need all 10. It doesn't matter. Because I love SB Dunks, I have to love this shoe, and I would just buy it because I told myself, yeah, you need it.
Yeah, exactly. You're in that mind state, you know?
Exactly. 1,000,000%. What about Alvin shaking his head too? It's a lot of us just shaking our heads at ourselves.
Yeah.
But Alvin, what was your like mindset like back then?
I was catching, bro. Gotta catch them all, bro. They're all like Pokemon to me, man. Like
Pokemon.
That was it, man. I needed the Pikachu. I needed the Charizard. I need all of them. And I even needed like 3 of the same ones. So I needed the Charmander, the freaking Charizard, and then I also needed the middle one. Charmeleon. So I was like, it was bad. Like,
it was
bad. And it, you know,
but
like,
it must have been hard for you guys because you guys worked at like Foot Locker. You know what I mean?
That made it worse.
That access to it, like, it's like.
So like, oh, cool, I get discount and I could just get this for no reason. And then when 50 came, it was like, I don't need anything. But I buy everything just because it's still on the wall, right? But like, it's bad, man.
For real.
The access was not the best. And that was back, we're talking like 2010s to like 2015 or whatever. It was like less frequent drops than it is now. It was usually every other week or once a month, you're getting like a good shoe. So you're like guaranteed every 3 weeks ish, you're buying a shoe every month, guaranteed, like on a rotating basis. And that's just like Jordan releases. That's not like Dunks and like Air Maxes and like going back and looking for older stuff and like going to the outlet. Like something that I stopped doing is buying shoes from the outlet pretty much outright. Like the amount of times I would just go to the outlet and be like, oh, that's $70. Sure. Like that shouldn't be the rationale. Like, oh, sure. Like, no, it's not just oh, sure. It's $70. It should be like, oh, I've been after that shoe and now it's $70 is a little bit different than, oh yeah, I'll buy it because it's $70. Like, way different. So, I bought one pair of shoes from the outlet maybe in the last like 2 years. Like price aside, it's just like not, you don't need, how many pairs of shoes do we each have by the door that we call dailies? Like there's no need to go to the outlet and get another pair of dailies. Like,
I know, man.
There's only so many days in the week to wear a daily. And then when I actually end up going out, I don't wear a daily. I wear a nice shoe. So it's a perpetual thing for me. But yeah, I'm sure Alvin can attest that the access at Foot Locker or working at a shoe store, it's like the access plus everyone else around you is also buying it. So it's just like a mob mentality. Like, oh, Alvin's getting this shoe. Alvin told me this is cool, so it must be cool. I gotta get it. Like,
the worst is going shopping with friends who are also sneakerheads because it's just like, it's like, oh, look, this is your size, bro. It's not like, oh, this is your size, but you don't need it. Put it back on the shelf. Be smart.
Now we are. Now we do that.
Now we do. You don't need
we just don't go shopping together. Is what we do.
It's also different now because there's nothing good sitting on the wall anymore. Well, now getting a little bit better, but for all
that too,
nothing good sat on the wall. Like there was no going to the mall and just seeing what was there. Like you knew it was there before you even got there. It used to be you could go to the outlet and find some half decent shit, and it would also be cheap. Or you could go to a boutique and there might be something sitting, and it just didn't help when Alvin and Joel are there. Like, yo, it's your size. Someone has to buy something. That's the class.
You need to come all the way down here not to get anything.
None of us are going to pay anything today. Like,
I know.
We're going to a shoe expo and like, well, I'm here, so I might as well. Like all these things are things that I don't even consider anymore. Like, when I go, like, even in LA, when I was there a couple weeks ago, like when I was with my work homies, we did like let's go to XYZ sneaker store. But when I was with like Jill, like we were just walking around, she's like, oh, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? I'm like, nah, like I know it's there, and like I don't even care. Like I don't need anything. If I needed something and I knew it was going to be there, then I would go with purpose. But now I don't need to just go and maybe find something that I don't need. So just so that's what we were. We're not like that anymore to an extent. We're a little bit more responsible. When did that switch kind of get flipped for you guys? Like what kind of made you downsize or slow down? And I'm sure the answer is probably pretty obvious for the most part, but curious to know regardless, like, when did that happen? Why did that happen? What was the decision making like for you, Alvin?
It was when we found out we were pregnant, and then I had to get rid of like the quote unquote sneaker room, which was just literally like the nursery, and it had a bunch of shelves in it. And then it was like, where am I gonna put my shit? Oh, nowhere? Okay, cool. I guess I gotta get rid of it. And then it was also just like, oh, having kids is costly, man. Like,
yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. If I'm not wearing you, if I haven't worn you in like 6 months to a year, it was like, peace. And then, I mean, initially it was hard, but like once you start letting stuff go, it was just like, what's next? Like, what's next on the chopping block? And it just gets easier after that.
It is definitely like the first band-aid needs to happen. And
just rip it off.
Feels a lot easier. Yeah. Totally agree with that. And then it's also getting comfortable with like not being the person who has everything. Like, it was fun being the guy who's like, oh, this is retroing. I have it from 10 years ago. Let me put it on for an Instagram photo and then back in the box for 5 years. Like, it's fun to be that person who has everything, but at the same time, I'm like, does it really matter? No, not really. Joel, what was it kind of like for you? Like, when did you kind of decide to slow down, cut back, whatever?
Same ways with Cuzzo. Like, once Jomar started getting older and whatnot, then it was like, slow down time, because I got to put food on the table and clothes on his back, kind of thing, and it was like that. That's when you snap out of it, and it's like, your priorities do a switch up. So, but yeah, man, with him, and then him getting into ball and loving ball, and him playing fucking rap, and then that alone is like, an arm and a leg right there just for him to play. So, but yeah, man, as long as he's like into it and he loves it, then I'll just stop buying sneakers. I don't care. Shit. Unless it's like on Sezzle or something, then I'm down for that.
I think moving for me, like, the place really was like the major catalyst. But even before that, I was like slowing down a lot and getting rid of a lot, like doing 4-for-1 trades or whatever, just to like really like focus on quality rather than quantity. Is like, again, once you make that first cut or rip and it's like smoother, and you're like, okay, it's easier to get rid of this now, and it's easier to get rid of this now, and I haven't worn this. I love them, but I haven't worn them in 2 years. Why do I need it? Like, having to move everything, and some of the stuff that like having to put X shoe in this box to move it, put it in the car, bring it here, unpack it, put it on a shelf, find space. I'm like, I went through all this work for this shoe I haven't worn in 6 years. Like, what's the point? Why? Why am I doing that? So I made like the conscious decision. I was like, everything is fitting in this office on these shelves, or close to it at least. And I've always said, like, I don't need a storage, anything else, anywhere else. If it doesn't fit here, it's too much. So like the shelves are getting empty behind me. There's spaces now, but I'm comfortable. I'm coming to terms with it, and I'm good. Also, it's just like, it's money sitting behind you, right? Like, you spend money on this, and it's just sitting there when you could like go on a trip, or like a couple pairs of shoes. Even if you've worn them a ton of times and you're selling them back for retail, 5 of those is $1,000. That's flights, or like what hotels, or like that's a trip, bro. Like, I'll rather have a trip personally. What did you guys cut back on first? Like, what did you get rid of first? Was there like a brand? Was there like did you go through? For me, it was, and I remember this so vividly, it was like, I'm going to start with anything that's not a size 8.5 or 9. Because I was buying, I'm sure you guys were too, pretty much any fucking size. Like, I had size 8 to 10, maybe even 10.5 comfortably in my closet. Like, just because, again, it's cheap. Oh, they only have this size. I'll make it work. I'll double sock. I'll force field insole, whatever. Take the insole out, whatever combination I need to make it work. That was my first thing. I was like, no 9.5s, or very few 9.5s, no size 10s, no size 8s. Like, get rid of that shit, because I don't wear them anyways, because they're uncomfortable or they're too big. And then it was like stuff that I don't wear, and stuff that I was having just to have was the main thing. Like, anything that I have just to have doesn't need to have a place in my closet anymore. It needs to have a reason that it's there, either because it's really, really, really strong sentimentally, or because I actually wear the shoe. That's why it's in my closet. Not because it's like, well, of course I need to have a True Blue 3. I love Jordan 3s. Like, who the fuck cares? There's no Jordan 3 police who are like, hey, show me which OGs you have. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're not wearing it, who gives a shit? Like, turn it into something else. Like, I turned my True Blue 3s, Cool Grays, and some other shit into Orange Supreme Dunk Highs that I'll cook. I will beat the shit out of them because I wanted them so bad. Like, that's the way to do it for me. So yeah, I cut back on that kind of stuff first. Well, what kind of stuff did you cut back on first, Joel? What was the first to slow down or get rid of?
I got rid of the of Jordans a lot. I just kept like, you know, certain amount of Jordans that I felt like was sentimental to me. I only have like 2 pairs of Jordans, I think.
Damn.
2 or 3 pairs of Jordans. That's it. Everything else is all like, you know, runners and stuff like that. But yeah, like the countdown packs, when those were popping off, like I got rid of most of those. I was splitting them, and then some just like just take the whole pack. The infrared pack that went like hotcakes.
Oh shit!
Like I had like a whole bunch of packs that I got rid of. What else did I get rid of? A lot of like stuff that were like from the outlet, like outlet purchases, like, you know, just the whole, like, you know, just buy it just because, you know, like you said, it's like only $70, like, you know, it was one of those. So, but yeah, I got rid of I got rid of a lot of that shit too, like a lot of outlet pickups.
Let's go to the outlet soon, guys.
For real,
there's nothing worth it, bro.
But we'll go to like Levi's or something.
Yeah,
not Nike.
Not Nike. Yeah,
get some denim.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's it. That's all. Like, that's all I was getting rid of, man.
Yeah,
I started with the Jordans. That was like my number one thing.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Like Oreo 6s, I just got rid of this year, and I'm like, I loved that shoe. Like, that was one of my fucking shoes when it came out in like whatever 2010, and I'm like, probably haven't fucking worn it since 2010. Like, why is it sitting there? Because I just love it so much. Like, what is it? What good is it doing me when someone else could wear it and I could get $150? I think I sold it for like nothing, pennies, really. But like, who cares? Like, it's just get it out of here. Whatever. I don't wear it. Like, I wear Jordan 1s and Dunks every day now. Like, I don't need Jordan 6s. Alvin, what was the first thing to go for you?
Same, Jordans, anything bulky. It was first, like, I think I got rid of the 8s first. 8s, 9s, 10s.
Yeah.
And then the 1.5 that I had, and then a couple pairs of 6s were gone. But that was easy. Like, I was like, whatever. And then I was huge like 11 dude, but I was like, I don't like, they never saw the light of day.
Yeah.
So now I went from like every color in 11s to just one pair.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
And then got rid of all my 4s. It was a heavy, like, I loved my 4s too.
Yeah.
And the same thing, like, I had a ton of 3s, but like now it's like one cement, black cement, and then the Man of the Woods, and then that's it.
Wow.
But then I kept all my Jordan 1s. Sorta. You know what I mean? Like, and that was
we're gonna wear, right? I think that's what I'm getting from all this stuff that we're actually gonna wear, and not stuff like. I still, if anyone asks me, and I'm sure if anyone asks all of us, I still collect sneakers. I still absolutely collect sneakers. I just talked about finishing a pack that I've wanted to finish for a long time. Like, there's still things looking back that I'm like, I still want to own that shoe for XYZ reason. That's not to get it twisted at all. We still talk about sneakers every fucking week on this podcast. It's still my job. Like, I still work in this shit, which makes it even harder, by the way. Like, it's just not doing stuff just to do it. And that should be honestly anything in your life. This is not meant to be a philosophical morality situation here for anybody, but like, don't do shit just do it for a reason, right? Like, fuck what you think you should do. Like, fuck all that. All right, so what's the rationale for you guys with sneaker collecting? Buying stuff, keeping stuff, what stays, what goes, what comes in, what you wear, all that stuff. What's the rationale now? We talked about it before. Basically, it was see and buy every single thing in the world was the rationale previously. What is it for you guys now? For me, it's I've wanted it for a really long time, and it's just like Chicago, like lost and founds. Like, Didn't own an actual Chicago. Never owned a Chicago in my life, aside from like LA to Chicago, which is not even the same. Needed it, wanted it, wore it like the week that I got it. That's the way you should want to be wearing the shit you're buying ASAP. Whether you actually do is a different story, but you should be wanting to put that shit on your foot ASAP.
Yeah.
So that's it for me. Like, or just like the stuff I'm keeping, stuff that I'm wearing, or stuff that I know I can wear. Yes, everyone knows I love my loud shit and my crazy shit and my funky shit, but like, even at this point now, for me, there's stuff that I've gotten rid of where I'm like I just got rid of my What the LeBron 11s. Crazy fucking shoe. One of the best does outside of like the What the Dunks. Like just a great shoe, like comfortable ball shoe, all that stuff. Haven't hooped in like 5 months. So why do I need a fucking ball shoe that I have 10 other ball shoes that don't have boxes that I wear? I'm not gonna wear a LeBron 11 to go fucking to the club or the bar or dinner. Like I'm not tossing the shits on with fucking jeans or like khakis or anything. So like, in what situation am I reaching for it? Never. I kept it because I love What Does, and it's a great shoe. But I'm never gonna wear it. Literally, never gonna wear it. So let someone else get it. I sold it to somebody on Collect in Soul Savvy for again like $150 and they hooped in it like the same day they got it. That's what you want from a sneaker.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's for me. If I'm gonna wear it and how I'm gonna wear it is like super important, because like there's stuff that I love that has come out, and I just know that I'm not like all this New Balance that's come out, all this JFG shit, so good. Like that pastel pack, fire.
Yeah.
I just don't think I would wear it. I would reach for a dunk before I'd reach for that. So why do I need it? That's it for me. What's your current rationale, Alvin? I feel like you're the exact opposite in terms of what you would actually wear, but I think the sentiment is the same.
Like, yeah, like I used to have a ton of Kobe 8s, but like for me being an old ass man, it's like the cushioning on them started to bottom out, so I got rid of those. And as much as I love the Kobe 8, and like I would have kept them just because of Kobe.
Yeah, to have it, right?
Yeah, but it's just like it was taking up space. And literally, like, I found someone to cop them, who still to this day, even with like the cushioning bottomed out, who will wear them for ball. Granted, he's a younger, more strappingly handsome dude. It's like, like if someone else can, like you said, if someone else can like benefit with that sneaker, then why not, right? Like, and that's why now I'm also just contemplating getting rid of other things in my collection that I never thought I would ever get rid of. Yep. I'll just keep that on low for now because I'm still not sure. And I don't want people hitting me up and being like, yo, sell them to me first. But like, yeah, man, it's just like, dude, like there's so many pairs, even now, like with our, like with my curated collection, it's like, there's still a lot of pairs that don't see the light of day.
Yep.
Within like the year. So it's like, I want to like definitely like knock that down to even less pairs if I can, just so that like, and literally every pair I have can at least see the day twice for the year or something. Because like, if it's just sitting in my closet and like not being used, and it's just, I feel bad for the sneaker, man. They have feelings too,
It's true.
Yep.
And like, yeah, anything that comes out, it's like, yeah, that's dope. But like, how often am I gonna rock that? Like, am I gonna rock it more than the Jordan 1 that I have right now, or all that stuff, right? So, yeah, wearability is huge, but also it's just like, do I already have that color? Do I have another brand that has that same color? I'm just not wearing it, and like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. I want to buy everything, but I also don't want to buy everything.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Yeah. If I'm going to reach for something else before the thing that I'm thinking about buying, then why buy the new thing, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. Joel, what's your current mindset in terms of what you're buying, what you're keeping, all that kind of stuff?
Right now, it's comfort. It's what I'm comfortable with. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Because, like Cuzzo, like if Cuzzo's old, I'm fucking ancient. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, like, everything hurts, man. Like, once something starts hurting, it's like an old car. Like, if you buy an old car, if something goes, everything else is going to go. It's exactly the same way. So it's like, But yeah, for me, it's comfort, man. Like whatever's comfortable that I find comfortable, then I'm gonna reach for it, and I'm gonna try to if it's in the budget, I'll try to get it. Like
Yeah.
If not, then that's it. But yeah, comfort and budget.
Sounds like
final answer.
We're all pretty much aligned on everything.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at how mature we are. Wow.
That's it, man.
Us three 29-year-olds, just all on the
29. That's
it.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Great group of 29-year-olds. Yeah. If anybody really, if you're listening to this and you relate to any of this, let us know. I'm sure that a lot of people are going through the same thing, or maybe they're on the other side and you're buying everything. Let us know where you're at, because it's even more expensive now. Like it was easier for me and Alvin to buy everything because we were getting everything on discount. Like we were like, all right, it's a lot of stuff, but it's 30% or 50% cheaper than everyone else is paying. So it's a little bit easier to justify. Prices are not cheap now for anything. Like New Balances are near $300. Jordans are near $300. Stuff is not cheap. So how are you guys even affording it is my real question. But let us know, because it'd be interested to chat with people about where they're at mentally with buying sneakers and keeping sneakers and all that kind of stuff. One more shout out to the countdown CGS to 2023 on Instagram. The fundraiser is now live as you guys are listening to it. So make sure you please, anything you can donate would be appreciated to the max for the Ronald McDonald House charity. And looking forward to running it back next week with a guest. Fingers crossed that we can make that line up and work. But thank you guys. And wherever you're taking in this episode, please remember to leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. Make sure to check out CanadaGotSold.ca to shop the latest CGS merch. We just had a random order like a week and a half ago, and it was like, everyone was like, whoa. We haven't dropped anything in a minute.
We weren't prepared.
Yeah, we weren't prepared at all. So if you're listening to this, we apologize it took so long to get it out.
Thanks for ordering.
Keep the YouTube for our latest video, and check out CGS Talk on Facebook and shop it up with us. Do not forget to use hashtag CanadaGotSold on Instagram for a feature, and CGS 2023 for a possible feature and for an entry into our countdown contest. I have been Lawrence Hopkins, and you can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D, 3 O's, NEY.
My name's Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MisterQ and then Mart.
Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 217 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks, especially in the countdown. This has been True to Size. We've been CGS, and we are out. Peace. Alvin was like, we got an order. I'm like, of
dang.
What was it? It was a pin. It was literally just a pin. Yeah.
Oh, one pin?
Two pins.
It's like, shit, that's
just 2 pins. I threw in like an extra pin for him and like some stickers and stuff for him because I felt bad that it took like a week to get it out.
Yeah.
I actually lost money on it because it was shipping to like, I think it was Alberta somewhere. And we only charge $5 shipping.
Oh my gosh.
We only charge $5 shipping, and shipping is not cheap right now. And we ship tracked. So it costs like $22 to ship it.
Wow.
And it was literally just 2 pins.
2 pins.
Dang. We lost $2 on that transaction, but glad someone bought our stuff.
Man. That's dope.
We'll take that L for sure. All day, every day.
All day. Oh.